Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Eternal Sonata playthrough after what was an absolute behemoth of a part last time. We are going to finish off floor 11 in the Eternal Sonata playthrough, going through the mysterious unison. And part of me feels kind of bad that we're not going to see March level up to get to level 70, but it's just one of those things. Now, since I know exactly where we're going to, I am stocking up as much as is humanly possible with the best possible items that I can stock. A ridiculous amount of the best revival items that I can find, and also all party healing items. I am going to have two party members who can heal for me, which is brilliant. That being Viola and Claves. I don't know whether I'm going to keep Jazz in there or swap him out for the other person who should probably be involved in this. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It could be either Jazz or Falsetto. Not particularly picky on that point, but it does need to be one of them at least. It would arguably make more sense for it to be Jazz, because he's the one that I want to level up more, in order to, you know, get him to where he needs to be for taking on the end boss of the Mysterious Unison, but it swings in roundabouts. You know, since I'm basically level 70 with pretty much everyone, I kind of was just like, you know, I'm just going to run through this floor and try to avoid all the enemies wherever possible. I think I'm still going to end up in about 2 fights. Potentially not out of choice, but that's fine because it just means that this part's going to be a little bit more exciting than it would have been had it just been running straight through the dungeon. Oh boy, that was a close one, but I don't think my luck is going to remain very strong for very long. And that is why, because close, goddamn him. But I mean, it's fine in the grand scheme of things. Get Claves just that little bit closer to level 70, because obviously she's still down on about 68. But it's not a problem. Now, the reason that I do keep saying that you do really want to make sure you prepare for this next fight is because it is really challenging. It's going to be a fight that you have perhaps seen before, but it is one that is going to be just, oh boy. I'm really building this up, aren't I? And you know what, actually, yeah. I think I do prefer Wolfang to Beast Meteor. Just largely in terms of damage output, just feels so much more satisfying to get off.
Dust on the ground. Alright, let's keep moving forward.
But yeah, it's times like this when you see just running straight through a floor, the fact that, well, you can see how long the battles do end up taking up in terms of the runtime of a floor, because this is us just booking it to the goal, and if you took out the 2 fights, that I've gotten into one of them so far. I'm probably gonna get into another one, and by probably I mean we're definitely gonna get into another fight. Be there in about, let's say 7 or 8 minutes. Just booking it through this floor. And that's fine, but obviously in trying to get all the items and get enough money to take on, or to pay off Mute, it's just like, Jesus wept. It took a floor that you could have just blitzed through in about 10-15 minutes to something that lasts for over an hour. I perhaps could have tackled it slightly differently in the sense of I could have waited to pay off Mute until I got to floor 12, because I'm pretty sure that on floor 12 you are predominantly faced by astral lights. Basically, I think all of the enemies on that floor are astral lights, so you are going to have a better chance of killing them all off there and making it up quicker, but then you're effectively just prolonging the problem, because you're shifting the grind from floor 11 to floor 12. And I would say arguably you want to have the grind on floor 11 rather than floor 12, purely because, as I've said, I feel that the boss of floor 11 is harder than the boss of floor 13, so really it's where your priorities end up lying, I suppose.
Take that! Take that!
And I'm so glad that these enemies decided to get so close together, because it just means that this is going to hurt them all the more dramatically. Oh, I wanted to use barrage. Oh, I suppose she's not in the light, is she? So she can't use a bone crumble because she's not close enough. God damn you guys! Although that killed him off, so you win some, you lose some. And now you can see I'm just like, I want my full barrage, god damn you! And also, you know, to get Viola away from facing down an enemy all by herself, because she's now in no position health-wise to deal with that. Oh, so close, and yet so far. But hey, at least he's not going to go after Viola anymore, so that's a positive sign. And now he's basically dead. Oh, come on, you... I was so close! So close to killing the blighter. Oh, he's a dick. And now I'm going to have to fully heal up Viola, and, you know, I should probably, you know, just give that little bit on Claves, just to make her shine. Let's see, do I have a decent weapon or item that I could equip that would help us out here? I mean, because we are so close to where the boss is now, and I'm saying basically so much, I apologise. My brain's going, right, what's going to give me the best outcome here in terms of items? Because it is not necessarily a bad idea to have items that give you burst, because obviously that increases your attack power, but it decreases your defense in battle. And that can be dangerous. But in having that increased attack power, as long as you remain on top of healing everybody, you should, keyword being should, be able to stay on top of things. Because you're going to have to be very careful in this fight, because here we go. Look who it is. So yes, we get another fight against Rondo, and my god, she is hot! Because she is lightning fast. If you thought she was quick before, she's even faster now. And obviously she's a small target, she has attacks that can seriously screw you over in no time flat. And it's basically why I had such a challenge when I tried to face her down before, because I'm pretty sure that everyone was around level 65 perhaps. And I might have said earlier in this place that you need to be around 66 to take her on. You can be, and you should be fine. But obviously I managed to get myself up to level 70 to give myself the best possible chance of dealing with this. But yes, as you can see, one combo from Rondo can take off half of someone's health. It's a nightmare. And she has a ridiculous amount of health as well, because she has 1,808,000 HP in this battle, I think. Oh no, wait a minute. Never mind, in the... Oh, I don't even know anymore. This graph is... These statistics are confusing me. Seems like she might have 3,220,090 hit points in the 360 version and 1,808,000 in the PS3 version. So actually, she looks to be somewhat easier in the PS3 version, which is nice. I think to counteract that, they give you less experience points for beating her, but they do give you a ludicrous amount of gold. Like, that's 10 million, so that would... yeah, that's a lot of gold. I think the idea that they had with that is it's a sort of compensation due to the fact that photos sell for much less in the PS3 version of the game, but yeah, that's just one of those things, I suppose. But obviously, because this is Mysterious Unison Rondo, everyone pretty much calls her Unison Rondo. And to be fair, she looks a lot better here, I feel. Just the whole white and black ensemble, it just fits her very well. And I do quite like that they included her here, because even though she's a challenging fight and caused me so much grief many years ago, it's very fitting in Clavese's journey to try to take back her soul. She has to face down the woman who killed her. It's just fitting. It's like poetry, it rhymes. And also, I just love that we get to hear this amazing theme again. Because it is just so awesome. And what's interesting is I think Falsetto's actually the only character who ever responds to Rondo in terms of the character responses, like, unique. Because in the 360 version she says, "No matter what, I will never lose to you." And in the PS3 version she says, "I promise you, I will not be defeated." Although to be fair, I feel like those might have been used elsewhere. Don't really know. Doesn't really matter. But either way, this is just a really satisfying fight for me right now. Because after so many years of not beating the Mysterious Unison because of Unison Rondo, I am finally getting my own back on this really difficult fight. And it's just going to be absolutely badass. And she is really going hard on Claves, the poor girl. But I feel... there we go! Unison Rondo is defeated, we have that Soul Shard. And now, only 2 floors of the Mysterious Unison remain. Floor 12, which is a full floor, and Floor 13, where our final optional boss resides. And I'm digging level 76 Viola. Loving it! So let's head on up and go onwards and finish off the Mysterious Unison.